is going to be the toughest fight of his career.
Sharp, relax.
The most embarrassing fight of his career.
Chair across your face.
Yeah, I think he's about to cry.
I'm definitely up for fighting. There's a lot of names in the division, for sure. But at the same time, look at what this creates as well. I'm a fighter and I understand that economics of business as well. And this does good business.
Are you really going to do this? Absolutely. Are we going to do this? For a record payday? To go in and spark Jake Paul before we start the serious stuff in 2026? Don't tell me what we should and what we shouldn't be doing.
Anthony Joshua has delivered a chilling warning to Jake Paul, and this time, it's far more serious than simple trash talk. While Paul might be treating this as the biggest payday of his career, Joshua's camp is emphasizing just how dangerous this matchup truly is. Eddie Hearn, Joshua's longtime promoter, bluntly warned Paul to understand the risks, saying that one clean punch from AJ could have devastating consequences. Former pro Moses Atama echoed the concern.
Anthony Joshua should not get in the way of Fury and Joshua. Really, in my view, it's an absolute joke. It shouldn't be sanctioned. I really don't believe it should be sanctioned. I have a sneaking suspicion that it would be a very big fight. But the biggest thing is us rubbernecking to actually see if they do get to the point where they step in the ring together. Because Jake Paul's an area level fighter, a British area level fighter, and Anthony Joshua is still a killer and a live heavyweight. That should not be sanctioned anywhere in the world, in my view.
It's dangerous, mate.
Very dangerous.
It brings the sport into disrepute. The people that are talking about organising that, they should have a real hard look at themselves.
But even Eddie Hearn's kind of teasing he doesn't like it, but you can see the glint of dollars.
There's no price. There is no price.
There shouldn't be.
There's absolutely no price on the planet in order to...
Making it clear that stepping into the ring with Joshua could come with real injury risks. Jake Paul taking on Anthony Joshua isn't just a bold move. Many experts believe it's a serious threat to Paul's health. Combat sports analyst Ariel Helwani has cautioned that Joshua's raw power and heavyweight experience could expose Paul to severe damage.
Has been beaten 3 times. The 4 fighters that he beat didn't come to win. So he's not in his prime, is he? He's literally at the end of his career, pretty much finished. And this is why taking this fight with you is telling you all you need to know. It's a cash out. So you might as well just cream as much money as he can at the end of his career, fighting an absolute joke shop in clown world. When I beat Anthony Joshua, he says, every doubt disappears. Come on. I mean, if this is a straight up AJ versus Jake Paul, then we all know what should happen. This is a 1-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance. And fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury for crying out loud. You can't jump in with Anthony Joshua now and expect to get a result. So, like, nothing's going to no doubt's going to disappear.
Highlighting AJ's history of brutal knockouts as a genuine concern. Atama also urged Paul to prioritize his long-term health over money, warning that one mistimed exchange could lead to serious consequences.
Joshua sparked him out in like 2 rounds. Really? Yeah, why do you look surprised when
I don't. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Come on, bro. You're fighting like one of the best heavyweight fighters in the world against a YouTuber. Like, come on. Like, respect the sport of boxing. And if AJ has to go in there and show these influencers that, listen, you can't fuck about with boxing. You know what I mean? Someone's gonna get hurt badly, and this could be one of the first fights where a fighter gets hurt badly because if you look at the size difference and the power difference, I mean, bro, there could be brain damages going on there. I mean, AJ could hurt him badly, you know.
Well, when you look at Francis Ngannou, who's one of the most fearsome combat stars there is. I know it's MMA, but we saw what AJ did to Ngannou. So,
and that's why you don't look. You can't be surprised if AJ is going to do the same to what's it called again?
Former world champion Amir Khan didn't hold back either, stating plainly that Joshua could hurt Paul badly, even to the point of causing potential brain damage. For Joshua, this fight isn't just about money. He's under massive pressure to win in order to protect and rebuild his legacy.
I do believe it because AJ's involved, and I think AJ'd struggle to he's going to take enough flack over this, but again, it's money talk. So I think AJ will struggle because it is an all-win situation. If he goes in there, Jake Paul lasts the distance. What does he tell you about AJ? Apart from he's just earned an extra 15 million quid. If he goes there and struggles with Jake Paul, then what do you say about AJ? Look, your heydays are well and truly over. If he goes in there and knocks him out, then I'll say that's to be expected. So the glory, there's probably not much glory in it, apart from the haters of Jake Paul to say, right, we've got rid of this kid. I think it's very brave of Jake Paul. So now the problem child has got to believe this fight's actually happening. So now you've got our attention. So now you've got to back up the boast. It's not about, you're not playing tiddlywink. This is the only game you can't play. You can play football, golf.
Analysts like Johnny Nelson argue that Joshua is in a no-win situation. If he struggles or lets the fight go too long, it could make him look more like a businessman than an elite boxer. Nelson also shared blunt thoughts on Jake Paul's boxing rise. While he calls Paul a marketing genius, he doesn't buy the idea that Paul is anywhere close to world class. Nelson believes Paul is a decent domestic-level fighter earning world champion paychecks without climbing the traditional boxing ladder. Paul didn't grow up in the gym, didn't grind through the amateurs, and didn't earn his name through the sport. Instead, he built fame online and monetized boxing on the way in, something Nelson respects as business, but not as a league competition.
Dubois, he's going to be 35 years of age. It's crazy what I'm about to ask you, but can Jake Paul really beat Anthony Joshua?
All right, listen, I give all credit. Everyone knows that. They get mad at me that I gave too much credit to Paul. Why? He's done a hell of a job to put himself in this position. He sold himself. He sold his dream. He took his dream. He took his idea. And he put it out there, and he made it happen. Give him credit for that. And he made it happen. And he took risk along the way. Yeah, he picked his spots. He's in the driver's seat. He gets to pick his spots. He's the one bringing the money. He's the one promoting. Yeah, he's the name. He made himself that, coming from where he came from, with all his followers and the whole thing, and just the uniqueness of what he was doing. But he has learned along the way. He's not a top guy yet. No, I don't know that he ever will be. He didn't have that amateur background and the things that you usually need to be a top guy. But he has improved. He is a work in progress. He is a guy that you got to give him credit that he's respected the sport. He went out.
Former champion Carl Froch agrees, warning that facing Paul could damage Joshua's legacy, even suggesting AJ may no longer be on a Hall of Fame track. Meanwhile, Joshua has repeatedly said that his health is the most important thing, stating his true legacy is simply that I walked out healthy.
Burner's lit, like I've said. He's cashing out. And fair play to him, he's cashing out. But to what detriment to his legacy? A lot, really. Because if this is going to be his last fight, fighting this clown show, I mean, it's not ideal, is it? It's no ideal way to go out. But people would argue, well, he's just taking the money and running. So you can't really argue with that. So that's it for another episode of Froch on Fire. Now to get my opinion out there, because I know you've all been waiting for it. It's a shame, really. I'd like to see Anthony Joshua, actually, even though I don't believe he can do it. But when Eddie Hearn tells us that AJ is going to become a 3-time world champ, it'd be nice to see the rebuilding process and get back behind him. 1 or 2 easy fights and then go for a world title. And this could be one of the 2 easy fights. But I just think if you're going to jump in with fake Paul at this level, which is like I say, arguably a massive mismatch, it's no way to step towards or climb a ladder to get towards that world title. So this, for me, tells me that Anthony Joshua knows he's finished at any sort of elite level or world level. He won't be trying to go down the world title level anymore. This is just a cash out. So good luck to him. Fair play to him, but hopefully when he's finished this fight, he'll be honest with us and say, listen, I've milked it, I've creamed it, I've had an unbelievable touch at the end of my career. I mean, he's already had an outrageous touch, hasn't he, with the involvement of Saudi Arabia, and now he's just creaming it at the end. He's got fake Paul, which is massive. Great for AJ, fair play to him. Anybody would do the same at the end of the career he's had. You know, he's not an elite heavyweight, is he? He's never going to come back and be...
But Jake Paul isn't backing down. In fact, he's more confident than ever. Pointing to what he considers clear weaknesses in Joshua's recent performances, Paul claims this is the perfect time to strike. On his podcast, he went all in, saying Joshua doesn't have a chin, has no skill, and is stiff. Paul believes AJ's knockout loss to Daniel Dubois revealed real durability issues. Combined with Paul's unorthodox style, confidence, and momentum, he insists he has a real shot, even if most experts believe he's walking into the most dangerous fight of his career.